One of the core pillars of the distribution function is the registration of investment funds for cross-border marketing in Europe. And the process to register UCITS for marketing in European member states consists in the submission of an application for marketing authorization, which needs to include specific information and fund documents. A similar process applies also to the alternative investment funds. Let us know in the comments if you want to know more about this specific topic of the marketing registrations. Traditionally, there are mixed views in the industry on this piece of the distribution function. Some UCITS promoters tend to minimize its importance. They give little to no attention to the appointed external third-party delegates, how they carry out, and most importantly, how they record the outcome of the related processes. Some others choose external delegates for this piece of the function instead, based on an overemphasized view of the aspect of the liaison with supervisory authorities that is involved in the exercise. This way they neglect basic cost and value consideration that soon will become even more pressing in Europe. Both choices are suboptimal because they are biased by an incorrect characterization of the exercise. Even when delegated, the ultimate responsibility for the registration of UCITS, or AIFs for that matter, for cross-border marketing in Europe remains with the management company. And whilst it is the case that with UCITS 4 first and the cross-border distribution after, obtaining marketing authorization for UCITS and AIFs cross-border in Europe became easier and required less support specialized at local level, it pays not to underestimate the risks involved in these activities. Another common mischaracterization, one that can have bigger repercussions on management companies, is to see the exercise to register UCITS or AIFs for cross-border marketing in Europe as a one-and-done type of exercise. Once a UCITS gains authorization for marketing in a host member state, for instance, there are ongoing obligations to discharge, and those remain a responsibility of the management company. The maintenance of registration of UCITS for cross-border marketing in Europe, for instance, recently became more labor-intensive with the introduction of the Cross-Border Distribution Directive, and this created additional challenges for the funds distributed in a multitude of member states in Europe. The revision of Article 93 of the UCITS Directive as a consequence of the Cross-Border Distribution Directive introduced additional formalities related to the maintenance of marketing authorizations across Europe. These new formalities increase the administrative burden on management companies, but also introduce new risks within the distribution function. And this makes this part of the equation more complex and cumbersome, especially for those funds that have a pan-European outlook for distribution.